What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk to you about Parity Purchasing Power, PPP. Wes Boss put out this great blog post a couple years back about how they offer PPP discounts on their web development training courses. So when you go out to purchase a product from Wes, the price that you see is actually based on the purchasing power of the country that you live in. This is a great way to make your products more accessible internationally, and as Wes states in the blog post, it actually cuts down on piracy of the products as well, which is great. And one of the ways you might go about implementing this is using the existing JavaScript API that exists in the browser today. Unfortunately, this permission prompt that pops up when you use this is pretty obtrusive. And if the user hits block once on your domain, that user preference is saved to the browser in perpetuity. So it could be blocked until the user gets a new device, which may be a long time. Now, CloudCannon has a geolocation feature built into their service as well. It adds a 2-character country code as a class in the HTML element of the static document, which is great. We can tie into that to implement a Parity Purchasing Power pricing system. And if you want to add geolocation to your CloudCannon project, you can go into your site settings, go to the hosting section, go to routing. There'll be a little enable geolocation checkbox that you can opt into. What I've done is hook into that and create a PPP-price web component. So you have a price, that's the text content of your component. You have a source country that serves as your origin country. You have the country code that you want to convert it to, and then you pass the currency type that you want to output as well. And we also use the international number formatting API that's built in the browser to localize the currency outputs as well. And here it is in action on CloudCannon. You can check out this demo. It's linked up from the GitHub repository, and you can see some of these in action. So if I have something that costs $10 in the United States, we would want it to cost $14 in Great Britain. And it's important to note that this is not a currency converter. We don't convert to the localized currency. We just use the same input and output currency to transform these values. So if something costs 10 euros in France, it would cost a little bit less in Germany, and so on. We just have a bunch of test cases in here. And then importantly, at the bottom, we have some geolocation examples as well. So what's happening here is it has detected that I'm in the US. It's using that CloudCannon class that's added to the document. And what we can do is go in and change our country. So I have a VPN here, and we'll change it to Canada. Hit connect. You can see that we're now converting to a Canadian Parity Purchasing Power price. And let's try a different country. Maybe we'll do Germany. And we'll reload the page, scroll down to the bottom, and we'll see that we are now getting German normalized prices. So just some examples of the geolocation feature that's built into CloudCannon, how you might use that to implement Parity Purchasing Power on your website.